Hello, my name is Mr. Roboticus. Welcome to Kenny Anderson's Bio Project Extra Credit Edition. Today we will be talking about mitosis.
My name is Bolt. Like lightning bolt. Referencing how brilliantly I process information. I am the assistant presenter and comedic relief for my friend here. Mr. Roboticus, what exactly is mitosis? And how is it different than mitosis?
He really just said that. Don't tell him, by the way, but his name is Bolt because that happens to be the part he's missing a few of in the head, if you know what I mean. It has nothing to do with your feet, you dolt. Mitosis is the process that non-reproductive cells use to divide. It happens after the cell has gone through interphase, a part of the cell cycle where the cell grows. The G1 phase synthesizes its chromosomes, the S phase, and then the G2 phase, where the cell prepares for this process.
I see. So how does this process start?
Prophase begins when the chromatin in cell condenses, and microtubules from the centrioles form. The chromatin is then captured in the spindles of microtubules.
So how the hell would that look like on a test?
Like a picture of a single cell where everything is on one side bunched together.
That sounds easy. What next?
You really are an annoying little robot. Anyhow, next is the metaphase portion of the cell cycle. The centrioles line up at opposite sides of the cell and the spindles spread across the cell like a spider web. The chromosomes then line up at the middle of the cell at the kinetochores, at the center of their X shape. Centrioles at opposite ends of the cell. Spindles going from one end of the cell to another. Chromosomes at the center. Got it?
Thanks, Mr. Roboticus.
Next is the anaphase portion of the cell cycle. This part is pretty easy to understand, even for a robot headed for the scrap heap. The sister chromatids separate and move apart from each other toward opposite sides of the cell. Remember, only one chromosome from each pair is separated during this process, so if you have to draw it, for example on a final exam, make sure to only have half of each X-shaped chromosome on each side.
Like how when my ex and I separated, how she was only half the person she was before we broke up.
Stop talking. Forever, please. At last, we have cytokinesis of telopase. Telopase is part of the cell cycle where the microtubules start to disappear and the nuclear envelope begins to reappear around the chromatin. The cell also begins to divide by the pinching off of the cell membrane.
If I had to pick it from a group of pictures, it would be the one that looks like an 8, right?
Yes, you poor excuse for a Commodore 64. Finally, we have cytokinesis. This is where the cell finally divides into two daughter cells with approximately half the cytoplasm each than the original cell had. And that's it. You now hopefully know about as much about mitosis as is needed for the rest of this class.
Thanks, Mr. Roboticus.
Thank you for watching and good luck on your final exams.